talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. The she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is J.H. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Yes, indeed. Let us chatalones while Jay sits with no pantalones. I like to be a little silly. You know why? Because it's my channel. I could do that. Before we start, video description has everything you need. Everything you need is in the video description. I also have another channel, Postal Chat, where I'm going to be doing a bunch of interviews with you. When you want to hit me up, make sure you hit my email, which is in the video description, and say, hey, Jay, let's talk. I want to vent. No holds barred, because it's a different channel. Not a lot of people watch, and we could talk on the phone. We could talk video chat. We'll make it happen. But everything else in the video description is your home loans, your personal loans, is your TSP information, phone numbers, vacation stuff. Everything that relates to the post office is in the video description that can help you on your journey. Let's talk about your journey, shall we? Shall we? A lot of failures with the post office. People giving up. Stop giving up. As much as we sit here and bull sugar, not the curses as much, because I got some people that say, Jay, you didn't do that before. They're right, I didn't. But they got a lot of bullshit that's going on. And these people quit. So I came up with a plan. I came up with a little dialect in order for you to change your mindset. But first, we got to change the culture. And the only way to change the culture is from within. Embarking on a 30-year career with the USPS. We're going to call it long-term. Have a 30-year mindset. 30-year mindset. If I'm not mistaken, one of my peoples made that comment, and I appreciate it, so I said I'm going to steal it. Embarking on a 30-year career. He just wrote that today. But I had to elaborate on it. With the USPS can be rewarding. And pacing yourself is the key to longevity and success. I don't give advice, but I'm going to give you some information. There's people here that have been here longer than 30 years. They're still here. How do they do it? I've talked to them before. They understood the pros and cons. They recognize the advantages of the challenges and being whatever position you are. The job offers the opportunity to work indoors, outdoors, in offices, work independently most of the time, and provides good job security. Where people say, man, I left that place, screw that place, I'm moving on. They always come back. I asked the question about 3-4 months ago. I still ain't get one straight answer yet, and I'm gonna ask it right now. Tell me where anybody can get a better job, paying the same or more, with the same type of benefits, and guaranteed that you're working for the government. I ain't seen one yet. Tell me where anybody can go that can make this type of money anywhere USA. Anywhere USA. I'm talking about North Dakota, South Dakota, out in the sticks, Iowa, anywhere. So if you give that information and you can pin it, I will pin it if you have it. That's gonna give exactly or more than what we're getting here. They ain't been one. You could say UPS. Don't start off the same way. They don't. But we'll talk about it. Career development. Encourage employees to discuss the career development options with your supervisors. I've talked to you about that. I've expressed that to you. Go do something. You got these career fairs, do it. Get involved. The career fairs, okay? The career fairs. You have lateral assignments, which means level to where you're at. You have details. Find out where there's a detail. Training programs to help enhance your career. I took a training program. I thought I knew it, but I didn't. And I know now what I didn't know yesterday, okay? You're like, Jay, what are you talking about? Are you speaking in riddles? I'm being animated. Let me do my thing, okay? Back to what I was saying. But that program actually helped me. Prepare for the long haul, which is key, which is clutch. Prepare for the long haul. When you walk in here, don't look at it as you're just trying to get over until you get your music career down pat. Don't look at it as you're just doing it until you get your side gig going on. Your side gig ain't gonna pay this. It ain't gonna pay the type of benefits that you have, the options you have. It's just not. There ain't none. I've done the research, unless you doctor and you had to go to school for it. We're not gonna get into what you could have been. Hard work and dedication. I hear people arguing with me in here talking about that's because we, the new generation, don't need to do what you did because you guys overworked yourself. We're just smarter than you. Okay, if you say you smarter than us, and this is the response I gave. I said, you guys are incredibly intelligent. You guys created this new technology. You created the cell phones. They have the ingenious with the new cell phones. You created things to make life easier. I applaud you guys for that. Yes. Unfortunately, you stabbed yourself in the foot because the intelligence that you guys possessed when you created stuff that made it easier for you also worked yourself out of a job. Because the new improvements that you made it easier for people to walk into a McDonald's and not have people working at the window or taking your orders. You know why? Because there's a machine doing it for you. Oh my goodness. Slap me silly and call me Uncle Bob. Did it to yourself. Now, when they have all this technology that's replacing people because the young people wanted it easy, now you get it easy, but now you ain't got no work. And you blame the old people. Can't blame the old people because the old people already have the job security. We're at the end of our careers. You're starting to get a career. The younger people, and this is a fact, you can look it up, they job hop and then wonder by the time they 35, 40 years old, where their whole life has been because they haven't had no stability. But they got it figured out, as that person said. We're not gonna be fools like you guys. What they call me, a boomer and Gen X. You guys are fools. Okay, if you say we're fools. I know what I have in my pension. That ain't foolish. Prepare for the long haul. The USPS offers competitive pay. From what the lowest person makes to the highest person makes, over $400,000 a year. A wide array of job opportunities. They're all over. Great benefits. They are great. If you know how to utilize them, they are great. Don't say, oh, well, no, ain't not. They are great. When you, man, I got so much information about the things I'm touching on in different topics, in different videos. We're not gonna get into each detail behind everyone. Great benefits. Well, can you explain the benefits? What's about the 401k? No, including a pension and a TSP. A bunch of insurance options. That's what we have. Long term, you gotta look long term, family. Also, with this 30-year mental plan, you got to think about staying healthy. Physical health is crucial for a physically demanding job. Like all of you have that are watching me. From the carriers to the truck drivers. Don't exclude the truck drivers because they work hard. Exercise. I know that sounds nonsensical, but you need it. Diet. Well, how do we eat when we gotta work all these? There's always an excuse for something. Somebody before you has done it, and somebody after you is gonna do it. Diet. proper diet, and try to get your rest. Well, I ain't got no time for rest. Put the cell phone down. Put it down. When you're out of work, put it down. Only pick it up when you're watching JH. That was a cheap plug. Continue to learn. Don't be closed-minded. I put information out here that I've taken the time to research. Continue to learn. I am still learning myself. A lot of my kids are older than most of you, and I'm still learning. Knowledge is key. You have to continue to learn. It's a fast-paced environment with a lot of new things coming. Don't be closed-minded. Try to stay up to date with the new technology that they have. Don't shun it, embrace it. When they went from an old scanner to a new scanner, people were like, oh, this is trash. Y'all like it now, right? You have to take advantage of any of the training that they offer. You have to. If you got this 30-year mentality, any training that they offer, take advantage of it. This is the problem with most of the people. And I gotta be real. This is why people don't watch me as much. They go to the soft channels. Financial planning. Don't go buy something you can't afford, period. Period. Stable job. This is a stable job. You have to plan for your future. A lot of people don't want to. They don't think about it. It's not that necessary right now. They don't want the here and now. You need to save, invest in your TSP and other financial planning strategies to enjoy a comfortable retirement. I provide this information here on this channel. Screw it, you don't like me? It's all over the internet. Screw what Jay says. Financially plan so when the time comes, you don't need to work. I see young people coming in here, 20, 22, 23. I'm thinking in my head, man, by the time you're 52, you can retire. But are they thinking that? Nope. I'm thinking it. Like, damn, I envy you because I wish I would have done this before. Anybody that's close to retirement right now wishes we would have started earlier. Tell me I'm lying. Now, that's all I'm gonna touch on with the money. Work-life balance. Impossible, you say? No end in sight? Balance work with your personal life. How? Figure it out. Every single person on here has a different scenario. Every person has a different situation. Some person has 2 kids. Some person has no kids. Some person lives with their parents. Some person lives with their kids live with them. Everybody has a different situation. You have to figure out what works for you. Take the energy to work on you first. This place is just a tool for you to make the remainder of your days easier and comfortable, but you have to figure out how to make it work for you. A lot of people haven't watched it this far. You're not in there. You gave up. You don't like what Jay has to say. That's cool. And if you made it this far in the video, please, if you made it this far in the video, type work-life balance. If you made it this far, just so I know how many people watch me this far. You have to take vacations. You have to figure out how to spend time with your family. You have to pursue your own personal hobbies in order to balance this place out, or you will burn out. You have to have the 30-year plan mentality. Again, this is just a tool. Once you look past this later on in life, this is just a page or a chapter in your book of life. You, every one of you, are part of history. Unfortunately, a lot of you don't believe that, and a lot of you don't know it. You're part of history. Those EIN numbers are government-issued numbers. You are going down in history as one of a handful of people that actually worked for the government through the history of time. That should be enough for you to want to continue to keep in your head 30-year plan. Whether you're at the end of your tenure, keep the 30-year plan mentality in your head, because it goes so fast. 30 years ahead of you sounds like a lot. Those that have 30 years behind them doesn't seem like it was that much. Seemed like just yesterday when they started. And then they talk about all the change that's happened. And in 30 years, you're going to experience the same changes. In 30 years, you're going to complain about the same people that complain about you. 30 years from now, you will appreciate that you were one of the few that made it and maintained something that a lot of people can't and won't. A steady career, put up with the bullshit, and if you stick through it, there's enough people that are watching, there's enough people that are pursuing the change that is going to happen. And I believe that the change is going to be for the better. I've said it before, hold on for the ride. And I think that this is going to be a fulfilling, long-term career for many of you. Because many of you have just started watching me. Don't take anything I say to heart as if a negative. A lot of people take it personal. Some people like, I can't believe him. How dare him? Maybe you should have had your parents talk to you that way. Educate you on work ethics. Educate you on how to deal with money. Educate you on how to interact with people differently. Because what I'm saying, the same stuff I talk to my kids about, same stuff that my parents talk to me about. I'm just breaking this down and bringing it into the post office for you. And the one person that left that 30-year career thing on my comments, I appreciate you, because it's all truth. This is JH. Leave your comments below. I'm ready for them. I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.